Algorithm Report. All the food is poisoned. Algorithm Report. Gonna tell you the truth now. Algorithm Report. Reptiles are in the government. Algorithm Report. Gonna fight the deep state. Algorithm Report. Internet of everything. Algorithm Report. Don't trust the deep state. Algorithm Report. Don't trust cheetah head. Algorithm Report. Elon Musk the Antichrist. Algorithm Report. All the food is poison. Algorithm Report. Peter Bunyin here. Today is a very special day. It is today. Right now. 22225. I didn't think I was going to do that day. I never said a day, do I? But I did today, because today is a good day today, right now. Anyway, Peter Bunyin here. No, it's been a really, really, really wild week out there with the algorithms. You know, I don't know if you saw. I had a smoking fire, freaking hot one the other day. Freaking dropped off right in the middle of, right in front of what started the stream, right in the front of it, the beginning. And then the sound was off the whole time. It did it again. Start the stream, stop the stream, restart the stream, restop the stream, get it going again, get it off of there, get it in there. And it just quit on me. It was crazy, but what I was demonstrating, what I was telling about that time on that day, was that good buddy of mine, Mr. Roboto, Chris Roboto. He sent me a freaking, sent me a video. He's down there, he's a guitar player, right? He played with Don Collins sometimes, but he's down there. He's playing the guitar. He had a freaking algorithmic drummer. Don Collins seen that, he freaked out. He freaked out. He broke a computer. He broke a drumstick in half with just his pinky. He just like had it in his hand like this. It was like, he snapped. I don't know what Donnie's like. He's gone. He freaked out and he ran out the door screaming, freaking algorithms! Freaking algorithmic drummers! I don't do a good Donnie impression, but it was crazy. And I thought I was sitting there and I was looking at it as a beat. Man, here's the thing about an algorithm drummer. It ain't really that good of a drummer. It can only do so much. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of rigid in the way that it puts the beat on there. And, you know, the beautiful thing about why Don Collins is the greatest drummer / singer to ever do the thing, is because he's got a voice of an angel. But then when he plays the drums, like, he's got a good sense of rhythm, but rhythm's relative. It's always up and down and here and there. And then one time, you just kind of be a little behind the beat, or you be a little bit in front of the beat. You be a little bit around the beat. And that's when you got to play with feel. And when you play with feel, then you're playing what an algorithm can't ever play. It had to have some kind of algorithm for the algorithm. The algorithm would adjust the time off of that. So, yeah, I wasn't too pleased with it, but I had a whole long discussion about it, long form. And the freaking algorithm didn't like it very much. But you know, another thing, we've been looking at all this. Freaking, it's like Warp Speed with Cheetah Head and Muscolito in there in the office. The government doggy office. I don't know. I guess what they doing is they got all these algorithmic dogs. That's why I got anti-defense dogs. I got anti-algorithmic dogs. But they got all these algorithm dogs in the internet. They got kids in there sitting on top of them going into computers. Then what they doing is they're going in, they're going to the IRS, they're going into the AIDS, the American AIDS out there. They're going into all the different agencies and they're freaking shut them down. Shut right down right now. shut them down. You know, I'm good for a limited government and all, but what people don't understand is they actually want to replace the government with algorithms. And that's why they don't need no people. They get rid of all the people. Gonna send them a check. Talking about sending them a check, I said, well, you want to get rid of the IRS? You give people a check? Just get rid of the IRS. We don't need no taxes. People talk about, oh, my roads, you fuck your road. Part of my language. You don't need a road. Put a cobblestone down there. You don't need to take your money and build a road. But anyway, Peter Money here. That's been going on. That's been a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, the way fog machine's acting up. But you know, I've been thinking about this. Okay, so you know, Mr. Muscolito, he's going out there and he's freaking just ripping stuff apart. People freaking out, selling their home, they're losing their job, they're freaking out, the deep state. But the deep state is just a front for the creep state. And the creep state's involved right now. But it's still the same, two wings of the same blade. It's one wing, two blades, and two wings and blade one. There's two sides to every blade has one wing. And that's what's happening. So you can go one way, you can go the other way, you can think this, but wherever you're going, you're being misdirected. It's called a hoodwink. They think you're getting a good thing, and you're getting a bad thing. Because all very good things have been shrinking and spending. They went out there and they're making a run on the goals. I already did one on that the other day. But then you got all the DI planes running. I did all that. People flying out the air. Well, what's going to happen next week, huh? What's going to happen? We got the bubble based on the whole economic system and all the freaking prices going down, but it's still inflation. We're gonna do tariffs. But it's gonna be big money. You know, I wish I was back in the construction game because I'd be making lots of money right now if them tariffs, the prices are going up, and I just get more markup every time the price goes. What the hell's going on over there? Something's going on back there with the dogs. I don't know. I ain't paying attention. It must be an algorithm on top of them or something. But anyway, Peter Money here. And that's going to raise all the prices, and the rent's going to go up, and the food's going to... You know, they put a little higher freaking, say, oh, my minimum wage. You know, minimum wage price control just makes the cost of everything go up. You don't understand. Price controls... So look at Economic 101. Go take a class down there at the freaking community college. I tell you. Go read some Thomas Sowell from the 80s. You cannot artificially inflate the money supply and the wages go up. But you can if you're going to take off the dollar and go to CBD FDIC with the algorithms. So anyway... I feel like we already covered this. Doesn't matter. What else is going on out there in the world? Well, there's freaking algorithmic drummers, and that has to stop. Okay, they're not any good. You know, they just sound like a robot. They just every time on a beat, got no feel, got nothing like that. They just on a beat. Can't freaking limit my can't get in my imaginational fortitude. Can't do that. Can't get to my level of freaking algorithm. Especially not Don Collins' level. He's 10 algorithms levels above me. I can only count to 4. He can count to like 7, 8, 9, 10. I can only count to 4. But anyway, Peter Bunyin, but that's the only number you need to count to write a good algorithm, I'll tell you that. Remember, I told you there's degrees to it. You got the high key algorithms. In fourth algorithm, high key, it's a whole nother spectrum. I ain't even go there. But anyway, we got the weather getting up there. The shooting stuff out the plane butts. It's getting warm again. Oh, here we go. Now, you know they confirmed that the woo-woo flu that came out 5 years ago, that was actually leaked out of a lab by our own government. And you got Mr. Kennedy in there Mr. Kennedy Jr., he was son of one of the ones that got, see, the Kennedy family, they made a bunch of people mad back in the day. And they took out one of them, they took out another one, they took out another one, they tried to take out another one. But this one, he got into Health and Human Services. Now, he's trying to take all the dyes out of food, all PFAs out of things. He's going to look at our health, but you don't understand that he's trying to set up the Internet of Bodies, okay? He's trying to make you in a computer. And he said, well, you know, I'm not for the morning shots to turn you into a computer with the 5G, but he might really be it. And it's all cloaked under some kind of secrecy, transparency, supposedly. But transparency comes from the fact that you got no privacy and you're going to be integrated up into the cloud, up in the internet, everything Web 3.0. Okay, so you got to understand that. That's why the algorithms are trying to take over. That's why they in everything. Algorithms in everything means they can track you, they can see you, they can spy on you, they can shut you down, you get a social credit score. I sit here and I tell you about algorithms. I'll probably get dinged in the future for this. You know, they might make me ultimately poor on the CBD, CIC. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own currency. It's called Peter Bunyin here. And I got 10 Peter Bunyin here's, you got 30 Peter Bunyin here's. We want to trade something. I say that's worth 5 Peter Bunyin here's. That's worth 5 Peter Bunyin here's. We trade it off. It's like a new revolutionized barter system, okay? Yeah, you know what the barter means. Barter means I barter this, you barter that. I got one of these, you got one of those. We're going to change on the value of what it is. We barter it out. So we can do that. We don't need, that's called decentralization. We can do that. We don't need nobody to tell us how to do that. Why? They're going to try to get rid of Federal Reserve. That's fine. They're freaking banksters, freaking corrupt-ass banksters. But they're going to put their own little system in there. It's algorithms. You get that? You understand? I've been trying to wake you guys up so long. I can only do it so long. I try to wake on the code. I gotta go down and get a milkshake every once in a while. I gotta go down and get gasoline in the generators. We're back there in the bot farm in the back. We're mining the freaking CBD ICs out there. You know, the cryptonics and the avionics. I got a plane that I'm trying to build. I do a lot of things, okay? Trying to run a freaking show here for Donnie Collins. Whenever he wants to get around, get off his butt and do a show. But anyway, Peter Bunyin here. You better watch out there for them freaking algorithms. I'm telling you, the algorithmic government is coming. They're doing this. That's really what's going on. And if you're missing the mark, you have been warned. Peter Bunyin here told you. You gotta understand. It's all theater. Every whole world is a stage. Let me tell you that right freaking now. The entire world is a stage. You see, everything I've seen out there, conjecture is theater. One side's automatic, the other side mad at the other side. Well, you know what? Why are you even on sides? We're all people and we all gotta get together. But we gotta fight the algorithms. Simple. So how do you fight the algorithms? Okay, well, you write the end of, you send me money, send Don Collins money, send us money, 1-800-555 against the algorithms, and then we're gonna put it in a defense fund. Then we got a store on Amazon. We selling these hats and these glasses. Okay, we got the ADS system, and we got the eyeball, the black blockers. Okay, block out all the black algorithms with the black light from what they got in the LEDs. Black light lit them on diodes. Got those. You know, they're everywhere. You gotta get incandescents involved. That has a gas in it with a little filament in it. When the filament gets hot, it gives all light. That's what Thomas Edison came up with back in the one time back there in the 18-somethings. He did that, and that was how we had a light bulb. But now we got these little electrical diodes coming in. They send off all the blue and black and yellow light, and that's so really bad for your eyes and make you go blind. So you gotta have this. You gotta have this. You keep that off. You keep them algorithms off of you. This puzzle, it's got a special alloy. Okay, and it uses the resonant Schumann frequency of the oil, then it puts a whole thing around your oil, your whole body, protects you from algorithms. Once you're wearing it, you can't even, now if it gets a little, if it doesn't fit right or something, you might get a little infected by a little one, end up sleeping outside, and Timmy Gainstein will wake you up in the morning. But, you know, that happened to me. Go watch, subscribe about it. I was in there a couple of days ago, tell you about it, but, you know, if you didn't watch, you didn't watch. You gotta follow this. You're gonna follow this. I'm a freedom fighter, me. Freedom fighter, me. We're freaking Peter Bunyin here. Freaking all of us doing this here. So send us money. Comment, like, subscribe below. We got a big things coming on. You know, we can put together sometime. We can maybe do a live meetup. You know, I go out there and I just educate you guys and give you some. You know, if everybody needs IT support, I could get algorithms off your computer, off your phone, off your Fitbit. You shouldn't be wearing Fitbits because what they're going to do is they want to track you. They want to track your biometrics for this, the Internet of Bodies that friggin' GFJR MLMNOPK is in there setting up on there as the HSS. Okay, and you got Crash My Plane Patel. He's going to arrest everybody, which is good. I mean, a lot of bad people did a lot of bad stuff, but he might be an algorithm too. I don't know. So anyway, that's what's going on today. It's been good. It's been a beautiful day. Algorithmic snow's melting over here, out here in Ohio, saying we're doing pretty good. But you know, just like, comment, subscribe. You're gonna tell me, hey, why you telling me I have a slow connection? I don't have a slow connection. I'm not a slow connection. They're telling me in there. I said, all right, it's back. Excuse me, pardon me when I get a little excited. I'm gonna get a lot of energy today. I had a good milkshake for breakfast. You know what I mean? I just doing my thing. But, you know, there's some kind of algorithm theory you want me to talk about. You know, send it to me and like, subscribe, and comment. Send it below. Email me at peterbunyin.peterbunyin.com. And, yeah, you know, we're gonna do this. And, you know, I hope you have a good day. You know, still be kind to people even if they're crazy, because they don't understand the 2 wing, 1 boy, 10 boy, one wing. They don't understand that, but I do, and I hope you do. So you better have a good day. Turn in stream. Stop stream. Stop it.